Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, Music with Todd Ledbetter. Super glad you're here. As always, standard intro, right? But sincere, I'm glad you're here. And if you have been here multiple times and you're enjoying the channel and the music, I would really appreciate your subscription and also like the video. It just helps the channel, helps the music. Basically what we do here, if you're new, is you guys recommend songs that you think I haven't heard. Somehow you guys know. I don't know why. Hardly every once in a while you guys recommend something that I've heard. A lot of this music is music new to me. A lot of bands are new to me, and some of them I really get into, and I'll do a lot of them. Some of them I've done their entire catalogs. And Queen is a little different story in that I am a Queen fan, and I've already talked about this in other Queen videos. So if you're back from other Queen videos, you've heard me say that Day at the Races, Night at the Opera, News of the World, Jazz, Game, that was kind of my Queen era. I didn't go any earlier than that. And so Queen 2 is where this album, or this song, comes from. 1974, Queen 2. We did the trio, I believe it was, what was it? Shoot, now I can't remember. See, I'm not real familiar with this album. Was it from this album? Anyways, forget I said that. Let's just do the March of the Black Queen and get right into that. I'll see if I can figure out what it was that we already did. I think it was White Queen. Yeah, it was White Queen, but I think that was the live version of it, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the live version. So this is March of the Black Queen from their Queen 2 album. I said that, like, I don't know, multiple times, but in case you just wanted to hear it again, there you are. All right, let's just get right into it because I'm a big Queen fan, and some of this early stuff that I've been hearing, I've been obviously loving. A lot of people say that, oh shoot, my sound might be weird. It's good. A lot of people say Queen 2 is their favorite Queen album. Okay, so
to heaven and then coming back alive. Let me tell you all about it. So allow it. Ooh, give me a little time to choose. What a baby singing in a Lilliput delight. Bills animal kiss, rain in the dead of night. Here comes the Black Queen, walking in the fire. Fight for the Black Queen, marching single file. Take this, take that, bring them down to size. Rubber dubber baby, that guy, every fingernail and toe, we've only begun. Make this, make that, keep making all that noise. Never get a belly full. You can be my sugar baby, you can be my honey child. Remember to deliver with the speed of light. A little bit of love. Everything you do bears a will and why and a wherefore. A little bit of love and joy in each and every soul lies a man very slow to deceive and discover. But even till the end of his life, he'll bring a little love.
Well, how about that, huh? That song I've never heard before. Ever heard before. That was incredibly Queen. So Queen. Even though I've never heard it before, if I would, and I didn't, I just heard it randomly, I would say that's Queen. That's Queen. And because I know Queen so well in a pretty, vast swath of their career, and then others songs before my sort of period of Queen, before and after, so I know Queen. Brian May's guitar tone, obviously, Freddie's voice and Roger's voice for that matter. Roger, you could hear coming in with some of that call and response. Reading those lyrics was interesting. I didn't know what the heck's going on. I was reading the lyrics, but none of it made any sense to me if you know what that song was about. And it's somewhat appropriate. Leave it down in the comments. But yeah, no, it sounds like Queen. And at the very end there, I almost wanted to go, anywhere the wind blows. It sounded like a couple familiar chord changes there. But very cool. Interesting in the headphones too. All those harmonies were all over the place. They were bright. They were full. They were panning from, not just panning, but like this group was here and then that group was here. Like I said, kind of call and response. Boom, 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 boom. Really, really good. And from early on, obviously in their career, being 1974, Queen 2, so that's their second album, obviously. Just looking. Yeah, Queen was 73, their first album, studio album. They have a live at the BBC in 73 as well. But Queen 2 was 74, and then 74 also Sheer Heart Attack too. Oh yeah, that's where we did the trio, the Tenement Funster, Flick of the Wrist, and Lily of the Valley. And okay, that's where that came from, was from their Sheer Heart Attack. I get confused from that because Sheer Heart Attack is the name of a song in another album, isn't it? Pretty sure. So Queen 2, 73, 74. So 75 is when I got into them with Night at the Opera, Day at the Races, News of the World. Started with News of the World, and then I went back and got Day at the Races, Night at the Opera, which I absolutely loved. And then I got Jazz and The Game, and that's it. That's about where I stopped. I do want to explore some more later, like Hot Space and The Works and some of those albums too. Let's see what else. The Miracle, Innuendo. It's just so much stuff. Made in Heaven. So much stuff I haven't heard from Queen beyond that point. My sort of sweet spot there. So thank you for that recommendation. I appreciate it. That was very good. I love hearing Queen for sure. Just, it's amazing how their sound was their sound. And it kind of remained always certain elements of it, whether it be Freddie's voice, the way they harmonized together, Brian's guitar. Just so early in their career, their sound was their sound. And then, it varied, but always you could tell it was Queen somehow. And all the songs, are different. They're so creative at song crafting. So nothing ever sounded the same, as far as songs goes. Always an original song, never a do-over or a remake of an old song. Always something new. Such a great band. Really, really love them. And look forward to doing more for sure. So down in the comments, you can let me know what you think about where we should go from there. If there's more songs you want to hear from these earlier albums, or if there's something later on in their career that you think is a standout. I've heard certain things that kind of like steered me away from it, like Radio Gaga and stuff like that. And like I said before, that when I saw them perform that live, but it was years later, that it sort of changed my mind about that song a little bit, because I could see how the crowd responded to it and how they performed it live. And a lot of times live performances just do that. They just do that. They change your perspective on things when you see them perform things live, different bands, whether it's Queen or somebody else. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Remember what we talked about earlier about subscribing? Don't forget. Okay, this is almost over. Your opportunity is almost gone. So you don't want to miss the opportunity while you have it. You got to grab those opportunities when they present themselves. So like the video and subscribe, and definitely recommend songs. This whole channel is just like thrives on your recommendations. That's what we do, is your recommendations. So hit me up with some songs you don't think I've heard before, and we'll get to them. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we will see you soon. Bye-bye.